Hey guys, it's Corinne here from It's So Corinne, and for today's project we are going to be making this super easy crisscross feminine pad pouch to store feminine products in your backpack or your purse. Now before we begin the tutorial, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the It's So Corinne YouTube channel so you get notifications when I make new videos, just like this. And if you would like to see step-by-step instructions with pictures and snag the free pattern for this pad pouch, be sure to visit my blog at itssocorinne.com. And I'll also add a link down below in the description box with a list of materials that I use for this project. Now to make the pad pouch, you need several different things. The first is quilting cotton. You need it in, well, I always do it in two colors. Obviously, as you can see here, I do contrasting colors just because I like it. You could do it all in one color. It is totally personal preference. But when you print and cut the pattern, you're going to be cutting 3 of one color and then 2 of the other. So that is here. And this is just regular quilting cotton that I got from Joanne in a super cute design. Then you are going to need matching thread for your machine, and obviously you need a machine. You can do it by hand, I guess, but I'm not a huge fan of sewing by hand. You also need some sort of clips or pins so we can pin it all together before we sew. You could obviously use straight pins like normal, or use little wonder clips, which I like a lot. You also need pinking shears. Now this is an optional step. You don't have to use pinking shears. At the end, you could always overcast the edges if your machine has that ability, but if not, or you just don't want to mess with changing your settings on your machine, pinking shears do the job quite well. And then you just need something to poke out the corners at the end. I use this really old plastic chopstick that I have had forever, but you could also use a pencil or, you know, a turning, well, I'm not actually sure what they're called, but they actually have one at the store and it's a turning pushy thing. I'm not really sure what it's called, but once you've gathered your supplies, we are ready to begin. The first step that you're going to take after you have cut out your squares is to fold 4 of the squares in half. Now we're going to leave the 5th square unfolded so that way we can put that on the back. So if you're doing contrasting color, you are going to fold in half both of the contrasting colors and 2 of the other color. And we're going to just put the wrong sides together and then press it. And then you can see, super simple. And then what we're going to do is lay that right here to the side, and the folded side is pointing towards the center. This is important, otherwise when you sew it, if you sew the wrong side, like, it'll be open. So we want all the raw edges towards the outside. So what you're gonna do is take the contrasting color one and lay that and try to line up the sides right at the bottom. And you're gonna take the next one that matches this one if you're doing opposite colors, and then put it right at the edge here and line it up. Looking good. And then we're going to take the last one that's in a different color and we're going to lay it here. Obviously my cut was a little off right here, but that's fine. The seam will take care of that. And we're going to lift up this one and then put that one down and then put this one back down and make sure that it's all squared up. Now what I like to do is take my clips and clip the seams where they are, because in a minute we're going to put the back on, and I just feel like this helps it not to shift. Okay, so you have all that together, and as you can see, we've already made the center. Now it is an option if you wanted to top stitch here, here, and like the folded edge on every one. It's totally up to you. I never do. I just feel like there's really no reason because it's so small. And then what you want to do is you just want to line up the back on top of it. You want to lay it right side down on top of what we just did. You want to line up the corners, and then you want to take your clips and clip it. And now we are going to use a 1/4 seam allowance for this project. And what we are going to do is we're going to move this over to the machine, and you're going to do a 1/4 seam allowance, and you're going to sew all the way around. Do a complete circle, and you don't need to leave a turning hole. Okay, so once you sew it, we'll come back. Once you have sewn all the way around your pad pouch, it's time to take your pinking shears and cut very close to the edge all the way around the entire pad pouch. Now you want to make super sure that you don't hit the seam that you just sewn, otherwise your whole pad pouch will come apart. Now another option is you can use the overcast stitch on your machine if it's capable of that, and just overcast all the way around, so that way it prevents fraying. And then all that is left to do once you do that is flip it out and push the corners out. And this is where a pencil or a chopstick or that turny thing that Joanne has comes in handy. You just want to push out the edges and the corners. Okay, and then you just want to flatten that out, and there you go. And if you've wrinkled your fabric while sewing, you just want to hit it with the iron real quick, and then you are all set to load your feminine products. And then this can be thrown in your backpack or your purse, or be given as a gift, and it safely and cleanly hides and protects your feminine products in any bag that you want, and it's super cute to boot. So as always, if you've enjoyed this video, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the It's So Corinny YouTube channel. And be sure to come visit me at my blog at itssocorinny.com. So until next time, see ya!